Until I changed, things did not improve. And how they improved were, I asked myself, how can I feel better today? What can I do differently? What could I possibly do to reduce stress right now? How can I change right now? It did not change the external circumstances, but it changed myself and how I reacted, and that was all I had control over at the time. So that was pretty monumental for me, but it took a long time to get there. I think a lot of times people focus on the patient and not on the caregiver. And the caregiver really has to take care of herself or himself, and that's very, very important. It could be months, it could be years. As I said, in my case, it was 8.5 years. And I use the image of birds a lot. Even if you don't like birds, you really have to admire how amazing they are, even just with regard to migration. Migration is all about food. They fly thousands of miles to Central and South America. Other birds fly to different areas, but I'm focusing here on the ruby-throated hummingbird, which is our only hummingbird. The hummingbird only exists on this continent, the Americas, nowhere else in the world, don't know why. And the ruby-throated hummingbird is the only species that we have, and they're really amazing birds. They weigh a nickel. You pick up a nickel and that's what the bird weighs. Their bones are hollow. They can't really walk, they can only perch. They fly 500 miles a clip. They're 2.5 to 3 inches tall. Their wingspan is 3 to 4 inches. And they are so fierce and so brave, they will go after huge birds to protect their territory, and they're truly amazing creatures. The male hummingbird, that's called the gorget under his throat, those are not colored feathers. He can actually turn those feathers and they appear black. So they're really beautiful creatures. They're masters of the air, and to me, they're totally magical. In my first trip in Panama, my room was near the hummingbirds. They defend their territory, they eat all day. If someone says you eat like a bird, it means you eat an awful lot of food, because they can oftentimes eat double their weight. Sometimes they ate so much, they couldn't fly. And they had to stay on the perch for up to 20 minutes because they couldn't get airborne because they just ate too much.
I know that feeling.
In Birdwatcher magazine, they describe the best and the worst bird fathers, and the male hummingbird got the award for the worst father. But I don't care because I love the hummingbirds. So in my opinion, the female's really amazing because she has to build her nest, raise her kids, nobody helps her, and they have to do all this migration. They have to fly the entire Gulf of Mexico in one go, 500 miles.
Wow.
So I called upon images of migration because the bird has to fly through fear, hunger, exhaustion, and bad weather. It is driven all by food, not by weather or temperature or anything like that. And when I was asking my bad questions, how long is this going to last? I can't do this, I can't go on. I called upon images of migration, and the bird can't think like that. It has to just go. You have to just do it, whatever it is. And so that's why they're very special in my mind. And if you're wondering what the best bird father is, it's the woodpecker. And I can tell you from experience, it's totally true. They are the best. They have their little kids with them, and they never get angry at the kids. Some birds, they're tough love and get out of here and move on, but not the woodpeckers.